And welcome back, everyone. Well, happy Memorial Day. Well, this weekend we decided we finally are getting our garden in place. So I'd like to begin by saying welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel. And if you are new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. All right, well, we're going to move into what we have been doing in the garden so far and what we have left to do. So as you can see on this side of the fencing right here, and I know I got to do some weeding and everything, but we have all of our onions that are starting to come up, and they've been coming up really nicely lately. It's been dry, but they've been growing, so I'm real proud about them coming up and everything. As you also might remember, we have our potatoes right here. Those are going to get covered in dirt next, so they end up having a chance to grow and get the tubes out there, so they produce potatoes and all that. And let's get into the garden then. So starting over here, oh, sorry, I don't mind my shadow. But starting right here, we had, well, before we begin, let me explain what has happened here so far. We have not had any rain in the last, 3 weeks, I believe, or so. So this all got real rock hard and just was a pain to dig in. So how did I correct that problem? Well, I had to soak this area yesterday with a sprinkler system, and I soaked it for about a good hour. Came out this morning and I was able to clear out most of the weeds, and I was able to get everything planted. So what I'm doing is I got most of the stuff all planted here, and I'm going to show you what we have planted and what we have yet to do. And like I say, I'll show you throughout the summer how things are growing and how things are progressing here. So let's start over here. Like I say, first of all, right here on this end, I have my herbs. So I have sweet basil and I have flat leaf parsley. And I have enough room here yet in the center because I think I'm running out of spacing or whatever. So I'm going to leave the center open, but I got enough room yet to put maybe one or two more there. So I might go get an oregano and a thyme or something like that and plant that also right next to those two there. But then moving over here to the corner, we have our tomato plants. Now, the first two, the one right here and the one right here, those are big boy tomato plants. The two in the back are grape tomato. Now, tomatoes I plant relatively close because I've always had good luck with them when they grow together. They seem to support each other, and they get really big and huge and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put cages over all four of them in this corner and let them all grow up as one big mess there. And we'll see what kind of, tomatoes we get. But again, like I say, the two front ones here are big boys. Those are what my grandmother always planted. And so I thought, well, I'll give them a try because she always planted them. So I thought, what the heck? And then, like I say, the grape tomatoes, I love them with sandwiches and things like that. And then coming over here, I have my pepper area. The ones here in the back, the first two back here, are my big bell pepper ones. Those are going to be the ones that I'm going to use for stuffing, making stuff like that over the winter kind of deal and putting up for the winter. The front two ones are a sweet banana pepper. Now, I like the sweet banana peppers because they're good with sandwiches and things like that. And I got them, like I say, again, I got everything fairly close. Now, I know somebody would probably say, you got to leave room. But see, I've always gardened where I put everything kind of fairly close, because in that way, I think that it not only helps each other out, the plants out, but you've never seen in a farm field, if somebody has something planted, you never see things planted a foot apart or something. I mean, a farm field, they plant them relatively close to each other. So that's kind of what I try to do here. I try to keep everything relatively close, give it enough room, but not enough to, choke it out, but just enough to let it grow and, do what it's supposed to do. So over here on this side, you can see the sticks here. I have the sticks, and what I'm going to do is on this side of the garden, right along here, I still have to weed this little bit out. But over here, I'm going to put my seeds, and I have peas, beans, and carrots. So I'm going to place like the peas and the beans relatively close to the fence because I want them to attach to the fence and grow that way. And I think the carrots I'm going to put like one row over kind of deal. And you might ask, why do I have the sticks? Well, I have the sticks because what I do is I mark where I start and end the rows. And then I also use the stick to hold the little paper bag that the seeds come in. So I can kind of just remember like what I have, especially like this garden used to be like more than like 3-4 times its size. And we used to plant a lot of stuff. And, you know, you'd lose track eventually of like what you had planted and where you had planted and everything. So that was a kind of like another thing like my grandmother used to do. She used to put the sticks in there and, you know, put the little bag on there, the little package that it came in, you know, to remember like what we planted and everything. So what's next? Well, in order to try to keep these weeds down, and since the fact is that it has not really rained all that much lately, this garden is going to be real dry. So what I'm going to do is like I say, the potatoes back here, I got to cover them up. I got to put dirt over the top of those. All around this area, like the garden, the vegetable area, the tomatoes, the peppers, and all that, I'm going to put down some mulch. I have some extra red mulch that I'm going to put down just in this general area to kind of control the weeds and also to keep the moisture level moist under there, because if we don't get no rain, I ain't going to be able to water that much, and I'm going to have to rely on the city water, which, like I say, I don't mind doing, but I would rather use like a rain barrel water if I can. But we'll see what happens. But this is the start of the summer garden. And like I say, I'll be bringing you guys back every week to show you the progress, show you like how things are growing, how big things are getting. And then as we start getting some of the product that grows, we will be doing things like canning, freezing, drying out, things like that. And like I say, hopefully looking forward to doing that. You know, same way with the onions. We'll, you know, cut the onions and all that. We'll put the potatoes up, all that kind of stuff. So again, thanks for watching, everyone. And again, if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up because it really helps the video out. And until next time, everyone, take care, and I'll see you then.